Hi, my name is Steph, and along with my husband Tim and our three boys, we decided to buy an abandoned property in southwest Victoria. And we're really loving the process of getting this place lived in and just nurturing it again. The house itself needs a lot of work. No one's lived in it for at least 10 to 15 years, but we are able to live in a couple of rooms in it at the moment, so you're not going to see a lot of footage of the house yet. At the moment, we're really concentrating on outdoors. We're getting compost-based systems up and running. We have got future plans for getting a greenhouse up and running before spring. We are also in the process. During this video, you'll see we move a tank stand. But, nothing really goes to plan around here because the original tank stand was rotted. So it's not as tall as it originally was, but Tim says it'll work out fine anyway. Something about the pressure of the water and how fast it comes out. He's a plumber, he does the maths. He says it'll be fine. And we're also just exploring our new area. We're really spending a lot of time going for little drives. We love to go and forage for mushrooms and berries and things. There's wild apples and stuff around our area. So we're going out, doing a lot of that. And we've also started looking at hunting areas because there's quite a lot of deer here. So that's something that we're going to get into again soon. We haven't hunted in years. It's just really, it was a hobby many years ago when our kids were younger. And yeah, anyway, we're going to get back into it because it's not just hunting just because, it's hunting to feed our family. And then I just wanted to have a quick chat about the garden plans. So like I said, a lot of it is outdoor stuff at the moment. And we do live a slower paced life. And the gardens are coming. We would like to start getting those ready closer to spring, but we do need to do some excavation works first to get the ground a bit more level because there's a lot of divots and holes. But in the meantime, we do have this gorgeous little garden out here Tim built for me. I was really missing being able to get my hands in the dirt and just growing some of our greens. Winter is perfect for that. So yeah, we've got a variety of winter greens in here and some peas, and yeah, just a fun little garden just to kind of have something to do for me. And we do pick up a few little plants here and there when we find a cute little nursery because like I said, we are exploring the areas. And we found this lovely nursery in Casterton yesterday. And we grabbed a kumquat tree because they're really rare and we love them. Tim was able to harvest a whole bunch of them from a tree in Mildura before it got pulled down because he was doing a job in that area. And I made marmalade and it's been delicious. We loved it. Anyway, so we grabbed that because there was only one there and it was a pretty good price. And then I grabbed a little apple mint as well. And yeah, so we are just gathering things as well as we find them. But I did want to mention the gardens and how you're probably going to see things really spaced out on our property, and that's for a very good reason. So I actually have a dynamic disability. I have a neurological condition, and basically my symptoms chop and change throughout every day and night. There's no consistency with how well I am and how obvious my symptoms are showing. So I'm not really going to go into my health conditions and things like that a lot at the moment because I'm not really comfortable with that. But you will see that there's vehicle access to everything on our property. The garden beds are going to be spaced so that there's vehicle access, in between every second bed. Yeah, we really need to be able to have full access, wheelchair access. There's going to be ramps on the house. It's just going to be fully accessible for me. So yeah, that's the plan. So if you see things like that in our designs, even the compost system in the greenhouse is going to have enough of vehicle access in between. Yeah, because I can't always walk very far and my symptoms can get really severe to the point where, you know, Tim's my full-time carer and he will likely need to carry me places, and it's just easier to have the car there so he can get me in the car, because we are on 4 acres here, and yeah, I just need him to be able to get me wherever I am. But at the same time, like, I love being outdoors. I find it, I don't know, I just love it. So yeah, I'm not going to hide away in the house because I'm sick. It's just not how I want to live my life. I spent many months actually doing exactly that, and yeah, we made a conscious decision. That's not how we want to live, and yeah, I have a very supportive husband. I'm very, very lucky that he gave up his career to be my full-time carer, and yeah, he's always here watching over me, making sure I'm safe. So I just want to touch on that because you will probably see some things in our videos that you're like, why would they leave all that, waste all that room? Or you know, you also might see my mobility aids and stuff in the background. But I hope it can inspire some people, especially people that are like myself, who are not well and you're just really struggling. I have personally found connecting with nature just, it's so good for me. You know, I can sit down and pick weeds and play with my plants, and I can, you know, Tim's going to build me a greenhouse so I can tinker in there even on the rainy days, and yeah, I love it. Anyway, you can be sick anywhere, but I choose to be outdoors for the majority of that. So yeah, that's kind of where we're currently at. But I hope that you enjoy following along with us. I'm going to try and get videos out every week. So far I'm releasing them around a Friday, Saturday, kind of in a bit of a routine with that. Yeah, if there's anything that you're interested in, like, let me know, and I'll you know, add that into future videos. We're just trying to bring you along, but we do live a very slow-paced life as well. Enjoy the rest of the video, and thanks for joining us. If you don't mind, please hit the subscribe button. It's going to really help our channel grow. We're around 400 off of being monetized, and it'd just be really cool to be able to hit that mark, and, you know, maybe YouTube wants to help fund some of our fruit trees for the orchard. That would be really cool. And yeah, anyway, so I just thought I'd throw that in there. But enjoy the rest of the episode, and we'll see you guys later. These are the old stables, so as you can see, this is why they need to be pulled down. And I just got a few rabbit warrens in here. Just a couple. It's basically an entire thing underneath, like a whole system running underneath. So, oh, don't fall in the rabbit holes. No, like, actually it hurts, hey. So our boys are homeschooled, our older two, and part of homeschooling is working out here. So that's what they're doing. Ooh, that's a horrible sound. Hudson's pulling the boards down and loading them up. Oh, I'm about to trip over a dog. Thanks, Nigel. Cool. Actually, while I'm here, I was going to show you guys these panels. Oh, I think Tim said that they were like 2 meters tall. They're old solar panels, and we're going to use the glass in them for our greenhouses. So that's pretty good. Alright, Hutto's obviously done. I don't know what they're going to use the boards for. We've got this old farm ute, and like, it's not registered, it just lives out here on the farm. And it's been brilliant! Just for carting everything around. It's so good. But yeah, it's been great. The boys have been learning how to drive. I mean, that's super handy. I was really nervous to learn to start driving. I grew up in the suburbs of Perth, north of Perth. And yeah, I was nervous wreck. Whereas the boys are 12, almost 14 and 15. And they can all, yeah, they're all so confident with it. So I'm really happy for that. I think it's really important that they learn those kinds of lessons, and yeah, that's part of what we do here in their learning experience. Plus they all know how to cook and stuff, so yeah, pretty happy. I've just got up to Hudson and I can see the boards are going to be used for my compost bays, and so I'm so spoiled. I swear, all the time. I have like ideas, and this amazing team of ours, our beautiful family, they just get it done and make it work. So I love it. But I also just like, I would have just banged the boards up. I don't know about you guys. Tim's got a level out. He's like measuring to make sure they're all beautifully in line. And he's right, like aesthetically, beautiful. Love it, love it, love it.
Lock your nail through and then pull your nail out. Throw the nail in the back there. Right. This edge here is not cut, so you know how to use one of these. Hold it square. Close the edge. Nice and tight on there. Right. Put it over. I don't know if this rug's long enough. Right, listen. 1.10 m.
I picked up more cow manure. It's pretty much what I do every day when it's not raining. Gonna get some boards up. We're yet to put anything in the other side, but once I've got those two sides filled, when I need to flip it, they're both gonna get flipped to the middle one. So I'm not gonna fill that up. And then once those two are done, I can start filling up these N2 bays.
No rocket science.
And same system, like once they, you know, have compacted down a third or something, we'll then flip them into the middle bay, fill that right up, and then that will, yeah, complete the composting system. So the middle ones will be the ones that are done. Now, I don't know, there's lots of different systems with composting. I follow Charles Dowding. I really enjoy his relaxed method. That's very much like what we do in every aspect of our life. We just gotta breeze through things and find the easiest shortcut. Honestly, that's probably the best way to put it. And yeah, I like his system. We're gonna try that. I don't know if he still does that system. I think he has like a really big, like a massive big bays now, but that's what resonated with me, and we're gonna give it a go. If it doesn't work, it doesn't matter. Like, we'll just try a different system, but can't hurt to give it a crack. But yeah, so just picking up lots of cow manure is constant. There's spent hay out in the paddocks and pine needles, like I've mentioned previously. But yeah, a lot of our videos are going to involve something to do with compost for a while, because I don't know if you guys have had any quotes for compost lately, but it's redonkulous. And it's a bit hard with all the screen. I'll do a proper video of like the layout of the garden. We're going to probably try and get like a drone shot and do that. But I mean, this is a huge area for our gardens, and yeah, it needs 60 cubic meters of compost. So yeah, that's that's a lot. It's thousands of dollars worth. And we'll probably just start small at the moment, probably get about 12 cubic meters to get like 2 really nice long rows in and just get gardens started. But we'll see. At the moment, getting the compost up and running, getting the tank stand done so we've got more water accessible. They're like our kind of priorities, and then we'll worry about other things like fencing and stuff later. I mean soon, but like later. I missed it. But we got 6 posts in. We, the royal we. I didn't do anything. These boys. So the original posts that we were going to use from the old tank stand are rotted right out. So it's not going to be as tall as it used to be. What's this, babe? 1800, 1600 high. The positive is that its main job is going to be to feed a dripper system for our garden, which is downhill. I don't know if it shows up very well, but it does like slope down. So that is the plan. Hudson's been hard at work getting this done and it looks amazing. So he's just getting the other boards ready for the third bay. I've like to get that filled up today. So I've got another lot here in the gorilla cart ready to go. They're just some food scraps in that honey wheats box. And then I think I'll go for a wander over by the pine trees and get some pine needles, and we'll see how we go.
Oh.
Schmick. Just whipping together some lunch. So I've just chopped up a bunch of vegetables. We yum, have our sourdough starter. I fed it last night and then I fed it a little bit again this morning, and it's nice and thick. So we're going to throw that in the pans. I just need to clean that out. We just had some leftover pork from our roast the other day, so I'm just going to throw that in just to top our sourdough. I call them a sourdough pancake, but basically you're just going to get your starter like that and dump it straight into a hot cast iron pan. There is no special magic. It's got all the flavour. I'll chuck some salt on while it's still nice and it's like half cooked, so the salt gets like in there and sticks. It's really good actually. That's where they're currently at. Nice and crunchy. Beautiful. I mean, obviously you can use a flip. I'm just lazy like that, really. Fabulous. Right, now I've got that going like that. Just going to throw a bit of cheese on. Get my sourdough starter fed ready for tomorrow. Finish that off in a minute. Get these constructed. The best thing about these is that you can just top them however you like, so you can put fresh food in from the garden, or, you know, at the moment, like us, we are relying on the supermarket because we haven't got our gardens up and running yet. Which is, I think, what the supermarket should be. Like, it's there for convenience, but if you need it. But I definitely do not want to rely on it. I mean, how many times do you go to get something and they don't have it in stock? So it's not really something I want to rely on too hard, but yeah. This is just a good way to use up veggies as well in your fridge that need to be eaten. I just think it's a good seasonal kind of way to eat. Tim actually doesn't even like cucumber that much, but he doesn't seem to mind it on this setup. Do you want these potatoes, Kai?
Yes.
Yeah, from that roast the other night. I just cooked them up now with the pork, but I probably won't use the potatoes on our lunch. If not, we can just have it as a side.
Yeah, sure.
Don't even have meat on this most days. It's only if we've got leftovers in the fridge that we'll throw them on, but otherwise we're not too fussed. We eat meat for dinner, and that's generally plenty for us. Alright, bit of feta. There we go. And that is lunch. I have the sourdough starter all ready to rock and roll. So you can see how thick it is. That's how I like the consistency of mine. But that's it. We're going to go and enjoy lunch outside. Just another thing of living in an old, really old house that hasn't been lived in for over a decade is spiders. But I must admit, we haven't seen very many of them. So, yeah, there you go. Welcome to our home. I mean, he's a big boy. It's probably a girl then, actually, if it's large, generally. But yeah, we're not really afraid of spiders, so it doesn't bother me. But I'm just grateful it's outside now and that's where it can stay. I know this isn't going to be interesting for everybody, but we are off-grid here, and the generator that we have as like our backup, it doesn't have quite enough oomph in it to run our washing machine for the big final spin and drain. So we've been doing this for the last 9 months anyway, because we've been traveling Australia, and I'm stingy. I'm not paying their astronomical prices for a laundromat. They're like $6 for this tiny load. Not doing it. So instead, while we were traveling, we had 2 of these buckets. We'd throw our clothes in while we drove. They would sit in the shower and they would like agitate. And we just figured we'd do the same thing here. So I mean, this is my agitator now as a piece of poly pipe. Yeah, I have been very behind on washing. We've got some rain coming up in a couple of days, so I thought I'd just try and smash it out. But this is it. We've got our tank behind us from tank water. We've got a washing line that Tim jigged up, and yeah, that's all you really need. So welcome to the laundry out here at Wild Patch Homestead for now. I think we'll be doing this for quite some time as well. It really doesn't bother us doing the laundry this way. But yeah, I'll just agitate this up and I'll let it sit for a while. I'll come back, agitate it a couple more times, and then I'll hang it up probably around lunchtime. So in a couple of hours. And that's pretty much how we do our washing here. Hi, Randy. I wanted to show you guys my little mini worm farm. So I've had to put it under this shelter purely because the rain has been drowning it out. There's definitely a design flaw on this thing, but you know, the worms are happy. Pretty happy with how it's going. I'm hoping I can get plenty of worm castings out of it. But I'll bring you guys in closer and you can see what's going on. I had like this old chair frame that the kids have put on for me. They're not too worried about the weeds. Just gotta find them all because I messed it all up the other day. Oh. There's lots of clusters of these little baby worms. So the box I got from Bunnings, it just The box I got from Bunnings was pretty old and it was like half price. It was discounted. So I just grabbed that, but yeah, there's no adult worms in it. They've all definitely gone. So we're starting from scratch on that one. This is the design. It's just a couple of containers that we grabbed and stacked inside each other. And I drilled holes in the base of one of them and it drains through to the tap straight into there. And yeah, that's the system that we've got for the worms at the moment. Yeah, okay. I just wanted to mention that that is a temporary system just for now. We've got about 3 bathtubs that we've put aside to do a really large worm farm area up near the windmill. So that's a project for another day. But yeah, this is a good start. And then we went down to the bush and we want to show you kind of our local area. We are looking for deer and just looking at our hunting prospects for this area. Or like during the season, like breeding season. Oh, I've seen that and they can snap them, don't they? Is that a deer?
Yes! Don't know what kind of deer that was, but he was big and grey.
Big and grey.
Have a look at what the deer are around here.
Another episode. We just want to say a huge thank you for joining us and supporting our family. This is a pretty exciting journey for us and we just thought it'd be fun to document it and bring everyone along, and it's great for our friends and family who are over 5 hours away. So yeah, thank you for watching and we hope to see you guys again next week. Thanks. See ya.